We are back again, everybody. It is a party today.
Watch out.
It's a party today on this Young People Takeover Throwback Thursday. And I'm loving the energy that Dexy got. Y'all know what time it is. It's time for a celebration as we are ending not only the month of July, but we are also ending a new season of News in Motion, and we will be preparing our new season for News in Motion in September 7th. But through the month of August, we will be on break. We will have encore videos too. Don't be upset. We will have encore videos throughout the month of August. But y'all, today it's a celebration with Throwback Thursday. Lexi, what shirt do you have on?
It's just a little Whitney shirt. We got a little Whitney moment going on.
Okay. We love to see it. Me personally, I'm rocking the Ice Cube. The today was a good day, limited edition. Talk to your boy. How is everyone doing today? I see some people rolling up in here. We got Miss Adrian Gladys saying good morning. David Williams saying good morning. Deborah Johnson saying good morning. She also says, I am not ready for the party. Well, listen, you better get ready for the party because it's a celebration today.
She said she's not tardy for the party.
Oh, not tardy for the... see, it's hard to see with the shades on.
Right,
you feel me? With the shades, you gotta really get in your party mode right now.
You gotta be ready.
Miss Tracy Numi says good morning. Everybody saying good morning. We appreciate y'all rolling up in here. Shout out to our YouTube and LinkedIn viewers as well, and also our audio listeners as you are on your way to the grocery store, to work, the bakery shop, the coffee shop. If you get in your coffee mug and your mimosa, or your red Solo cups. I seen a few people get their Solo cups ready for the today. Miss Diane Ladybug was one of them, and Jeffrey Allen James mentioned the Solo cup as well. Miss Marion Jackson saying good morning. Jeffrey Allen James says good morning, blind boy Isaiah, Soul Queen Lexi. That's a good one. That is definitely a good one. I ain't gonna lie, I kind of feel like Ray Charles with these things on, so I'm gonna switch over to the real deals. There we go. Lexi, you look fly. You look fly with the shades.
Thank you very much. Try my best here.
Okay. Tanya Williams said also she loves the shades. Good morning, Miss Shardinia, and good morning, Miss Latrice Jones. Also, good morning to Miss Mary Owens, who is tuning in over on LinkedIn. So, y'all, it is the Young People Takeover. It's Throwback Thursday. This is also the last last show of News in Motion for July. We will be on break in August, but we will be back September 7th. So, you do not want to miss that. You do not want to miss that new season of News in Motion. It will have a new approach, new guests, new faces, just a whole refresh. So, with that being said, if y'all ready for some headline news, but also some throwback discussion, let us know. Let us know that y'all ready. If you got a mimosa glass or you got a red Solo cup, let us know as well, because this is a celebration, y'all. We going out with a bang. Ain't that right, Lexi?
There ain't no other way. I mean, what do you expect us to do? It's Young People Takeover. We always go out with a bang.
Come on now, talk to them. Yeah, I agree with you on that. I totally agree with you on that. So, with that being said, we will be right back after this quick intro.
never gets old. That never.
Also, love that intro. It's so got like that smooth jazz, but kind of like upbeat feel to it.
My
In a
soul.
way. Also, want to give a quick shout out to Charity Thomas for listening and supporting News in Motion. Shout out to you and shout out to the rest of our audio listeners as well. Good morning, Diane Ladybug, Patricia Lyles, and Kim Edmondson for coming in here. Diane Ladybug, you see, I saw you had your pink solo cup, so
we're ready.
We are ready for the celebration, Throwback Thursday. But first, of course, we got a couple headline news as well. Lexi, you want to start us off?
Yeah. So, as Isaiah already said, hey everybody, Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Welcome to the last episode of Youth Takeover of the month of July. Of course, he said we will see you in September the 3rd. So be ready, okay? So yes, I am sporting my dark glasses. You see me in these streets. I see you. Anyways, back to the story. So Love Field Airport is from NBC. So the Dallas Love Field Airport, there was an open fire at terminal. There's new information given from the Dallas Morning News stating the woman accused of opening fire inside a terminal at Dallas Love Field Airport has been prohibited from owning a firearm for years. The woman's name is Portia Adufa. She is 37 years old. Since 2016, she has tried to purchase a gun in Texas, but could not because of her outstanding traffic warrant out of New Mexico. Police still do not know how she obtained the gun, which is still being investigated. The story is she was dropped off by an Uber driver around 11 a.m. on Monday. The driver said he noticed something weird, but will not be a part of the investigation. Adufa proceeds to the bathroom of the airport, then reaching her terminal, starting talk about Chris Brown as her husband. She then goes to say, I need to make an announcement, and then I'm going to blow this place up. Mind you, for all our younger viewers, she did not say place. She said another word. You fill in what you choose. Okay, we try to stay sanctified over here. But then she shot the place up, and it wasn't pretty. And here we are with the new investigation. So it's not really safe to be having guns in here, and I don't even know how she got through TSA if she got to her terminal. But Isaiah, what do you got? What do you think? It's kind of a confusing developing story, but
yeah, the whole TSA and metal detector, like, don't they have like that whole Matrix big old metal detector that's supposed to do like a whole 360 spin around you? Like,
I'm saying, how did she get through terminal then if she went through that?
and how is she saying that you said she was married to Chris Brown?
She was making statements that she was married to Chris Brown. I just want to know, does the terminal, I'm correct, it comes after TSA, because I either must be slower than slow, or I don't know how she got through TSA with a gun. That don't make no sense to me.
People today, man.
Oh, my father. He says she got it from where most people get them from, pawn shop or the street. I take your word for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, people be having connections out here, in pawn shops. So, just got to be mindful and careful and cautious. Stay cautious of your surroundings. If something even feels off, get out of there. All right. Miss Leah says, I know Breezy is not married to her. Jeffrey Allen James says, don't be surprised he has that reputation. A lot of women go crazy over Chris Brown. They have been since he was a youngin'. So yeah, it's crazy to think, but even wilder to be there. So for my first headline news, this is reported by CBS. The U.S. has supposedly made a substantial trade for the release of Brittany Griner and Paul Verlaine. So y'all, we might be getting closer to bringing Brittany and Paul Verlaine home.
Uh-oh.
So, we're making some offers to Russia that hopefully they will be able to fuse. Making them a deal that they can't refuse. So it's reported that the U.S. forward has put a substantial proposal to Russia aimed at securing the release of WNBA star Brittany Griner and former U.S. Marine Paul Verlaine. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken said yesterday, on Wednesday, offering the first public glimpse at U.S. efforts to bring the pair home. Now, if you remember, Brittany Griner has been arrested in Moscow since February 17th on the accounts of alleged drug charges and cannabis oil in her luggage. Meanwhile, Paul Verlaine has been in Russian custody since December of 2018. December of 2018, when he visited Russia for a friend's wedding. They also said that they plan to raise the issue and make it a top priority for the release of Brittany Griner and Paul Verlaine, who have been wrongfully detained and must be allowed to come home. The families of these two Americans have been informed. They've seen the whole process. They just want their people home. Streets Jones is saying, "Bring BG home." It's time to bring BG home, and also Paul Verlaine, who has been in Russia custody since December of 2018. Mike Nicholson says, "What Paul do?" It says that Paul was just in Russia visiting a friend's wedding when he was convicted in a Russian court of espionage charges and was sentenced to 16 years in prison in 2020. So Paul has some espionage charges, while Brittany Griner has alleged cannabis oil and drug charges as well. So we're getting closer, y'all. We're making somewhat of an effort. It's about time that we made an effort to bring BG home. I just wish that we did something sooner. Lexi, you have anything to say about that?
I think we're doing as much as we can. At least the president and his team are trying the best they can to get Brittany home. So hopefully, I see you guys in the comments. We can't put value on the trait. Your mom said the dude that is up for trade has been nicknamed the Merchant of Death. That's a little scary, but we're gonna try our best, and hopefully prayers that we can bring Brittany home. So we'll see how it goes.
And I see some people in the comments saying that they got some solo cups, but they ain't exactly red. Dr. Antoinette says her cup is blue. Okay, we appreciate a good blue cup. And Miss Tracy Newmy says her cup is orange. Okay, then. So we got a different variety of celebration going on. I still haven't seen if anybody has a coffee mug or a mimosa glass today, but it's like it's just a solo cup party. So Jeffrey Allen James says there's also a teacher there who was sentenced to 14 years for medical weed. I guess that anything cannabis related, is like strictly prohibited over in Russia. But I know some places are kind of lenient when it comes to the medical stuff, but I know some countries, they have different rules and regulations for that. Patricia Lau says praying for Brittany's release. Good morning, Kenny Stanley, who just came in, and Latrice Jones says, Latrice Jones is saying that she has her coffee. So we have that as well. Lexi, I'm gonna throw it over to you for our next headline news.
So your next story comes from NBC. It's millions without senses still. So millions of people are still feeling same long-term effects of COVID-19. According to NBC, about 5% of patients with confirmed cases of COVID-19, some 27 million people worldwide, are estimated to have suffered a long-lasting loss of smell or taste, a new analysis suggests. A study was ran by the British Medical Association. 3/4 of those affected by loss of taste or smell regained those senses within 30 days. But some patients had persistent cases having to struggle with taste and smell for 6 months after testing negative for COVID-19. According to NBC, losing smell has been linked to higher death rates in older adults and has been shown to have major impacts on people's emotional and psychological well-being, said Dr. Zara Patel, a rhinologist at Stanford University who was not involved in the BMJ research. So just know if you have symptoms, get tested, stay safe, be cautious of others. There's still a pandemic going on, and it's not 100% gone. We're still in the midst of one, and things will probably never be the same again. So just be careful, be aware, get tested, do the best you can.
And now you got to factor in like these new cases of monkeypox in the U.S. Hey, don't come up and hug me. Don't give me no dab. Just salute, wave, nod, keep it going. I know a couple of my friends who have actually caught COVID, and this thing is serious, y'all. So, continue to keep your distance. If you continue to wear your mask, it is totally up to you if you wanted to get vaccinated or boosted. But we just want everyone to stay safe, and make sure your family is safe as well. Kim Emerson says, I'm drinking from my News in Motion coffee mug. Mike Nicholson says, I was asked to visit Russia to do a hip hop class, but I wasn't trying to get detained for playing Migos or something. That's funny right there. Kim Emerson says, mask up. Mike Nicholson says, you be at the club though, IJ. I'm the club don't really seem like the move nowadays. I'm more of a house party type of guy. You can never go wrong with some house party. All you really need is speaker, and speaker and some good food. The club name don't really seem like the move, or it hasn't really been the move for like the last few years now. But for my next headline, this is reported from the Washington Post, and it reads, the D.C. man is second to receive longest sentence in January 6th police assault. Mark K. Ponder, who is 56 years old, was handed a 63-month prison term for attacking police in the Capitol riot. So this is stating that a district man who assaulted 3 police officers and shattered a riot shield with a pole was sentenced to 63 months in prison on Tuesday, matching the longest sentence handed to a defendant convicted in the January 6, 2021 Capitol attack. So my question is, how strong do you have to be to break a riot shield with a pole? You got to have the strength of Hulk, Thor, Superman, because I know the riot shields are pretty durable. Fred Jones says, whose house? I was just saying, I didn't say.
You were just making a statement.
I was just saying a house. I didn't say anybody's specific house. I was just saying I'm more of a house party versus, going out to the club guy. That's all I'm saying. Miss Lutrita Hall says, didn't lose taste or smell, but still have a weird tingle sensation in my nose after 5 days of COVID in January. I think that's somewhat of a mild symptom. It could be related to a runny nose of sorts, or something like that. So we would continue to send you positive thoughts and prayers. Mike Nicholson says 4 folks at my job got COVID for the second and third time. That's why I've been working from home. This ever since 2020, this thing is stuck with us, and it's going to continue for quite a while. We are not, like you said, we're not really over the pandemic, but we thought we were getting close to the end, but apparently that's not true. Kenley Stanley says house party. Yeah, you can never go wrong with a house party. You never go wrong with, inviting over a few friends. You get the party size bag of Doritos, or get some artichoke dip, some spinach and artichoke dip, which I know about that.
He
and
also
then
said the house parties we used to have were better than the club. Now, if the movies and the stories I heard were true, we'll get back to that in a later conversation today.
exactly, because
So
Mike,
I would love to go back. You'll see why. Oh my Lord, let me
we gonna talk about this, y'all. We gonna get through the headlines. We gonna talk about the house parties, the kid and play. Oh, we gonna talk about it all. So stay tuned. Um, and also going back to the report, Mark K. Pounder, who is also a black Trump supporter, admitted to fighting with police in a recorded video confession between 2:31 p.m. and 2:48 p.m. that day that the Capitol was rushed. It's also being said that he led the charge. This is said by U.S. District Judge Tanya S. Kukan, and Connor has received his sentence is similar to Robert S. Palmer, who is 54 years old, who joined the front of the mob and hurled a fire extinguisher, plank, and pole at police officers. It's also being said that Ponder has asked for mercy, saying that while like Palmer, he has a criminal history, but he is quote unquote a changed man for the last 12 years, saying that his release from prison after conviction from bank and armed robbery. So, my thoughts on this. First off, you hurl a fire extinguisher, plank, and pole at police, and you break a riot shield with a pole, and yet you ask for like a reduced sentence. Yeah, that's most likely not going to happen there. Yeah, most likely not going to happen. Um, Fred Jones says the worst part is that the DC man is a brother supporting Donald Trump. Really hate to see it. Yeah, you really do.
You don't see the light. We just gonna pray for him.
Yeah. Hopefully he'll have a lot of time to reflect on what he's done in prison. Kim Emerson says spinach and artichoke dip at the house party with the kind of shock emoji. I mean, I know some people who've had spinach and artichoke dip at a house party before. Jeffrey Allen James says blue light basement parties. Those sound fun. Or like the silent parties where like you have your headphones on and everybody's kind of listening to the same music. I've seen some of those parties. They look kind of.
I've seen some. I don't know, cause I can't talk to you while I'm dancing. Like I like to interact. I don't like to be like, "What you say? What? I can't hear you, girl. What now? Take the earphone off."
I feel you on that. Kenny Stanley says, "Where do you think the red Solo cups came from?" Listen, I'm showing my appreciation for those who paved the way for us in terms of the Solo cups. Tracy Newman says, "Y'all cracking me up this morning in these comments." Fred Jones says, "Kim Emerson, he better not have said a 40 of Odie." 40. I didn't say anything about a 40 or like some or malt liquor or anything like that. Just say some artichoke dip, a party bag of Doritos. I probably said that, but just getting some thing about the essentials when it comes to a house party.
A surround sound speaker with a beautiful playlist.
Come on now.
You got yourself set for greatness. Come on.
You gotta have a certain time set. You can't be having people stay all night. So you gotta have a time set. Make sure that there's an equal amount of people there, and try to get like a RSVP there.
I think think it's a come on, come on. It's a party.
Yeah, it's a party. So we each got one more headline, and then y'all, it will be time for the throwback discussion. So get ready for the topics, get ready for the discussion, y'all, because we're gonna talk about the 80s, 90s, early 2000s, even the 70s. So so Lexi, I believe you have one more headline.
One more. And you got, y'all, if you know me, you know I'm a small music nerd. And I'm very upset. So, for all our Beehive, B stands, strong supporter right here, Beyonce, Queen B. There was a small situation with her newest album supposed to be coming out tomorrow, July the 28th. It was leaked as of 2 days before, 36 hours before it was supposed to be released. It was leaked. I feel some type of way. So let me get over this hump in my life. So just hold on. Bear with me here.
Take your time. Take your time.
This would be Beyonce's first solo album since Lemonade, released back in 2016. According to Variety.com, social media was filled with comments on the leak, and Variety was able to find high-quality FLAC files that certainly sound like the album within a matter of minutes. Some posts showed CD copies of the album for sale, apparently in Europe. Beyonce is known to keep her work close and uptight ever since her first self-titled debut album. Beyonce has just dropped the track list for Renaissance last week. In the process of these releases, Beyonce stated, "My intention was to create a safe space, a place without judgment, a place to be free of perfectionism and overthinking, a place to scream, release, feel freedom. It was a beautiful journey of exploration. I hope you find this in music." I am overwhelmed with emotion. Okay, I get it. Not a lot of you are Beehive stands. If you aren't, I'm gonna respect you. I'm gonna be saying on this channel today. I'm gonna be as physically possible. Isaiah, I want you to tell me: are you a Beyonce fan? Are you a stan? Are you just an onlooker?
I'm just I'm an onlooker from the wall. You know, I just observe from afar. But you know, she has some good songs that I like.
I can respect that. As long as you just don't say you're a hater. We'll be good.
Yeah, no hate for Beyonce. You know, she got some bangers. So for my last headline news, it states that entire Kinley, North Carolina police force resigns, blaming newly elected black town manager. This was reported by Inside Edition, and basically states that questions have arisen after the entire police force and 2 town clerks in the North Carolina state turned in their resignations, alleging that a newly hired town clerk has created a hostile work environment. The North Carolina town, which serves nearly 2,000 people, is now without any full-time police officers and is currently relying on the Johnson County Sheriff's Office to respond to emergency calls from Kinley, according to CBS 17. It also states that the police force was already understaffed before the resignation, down from 8 officers to now 5. Police Chief Josh Gibson told WRAL. And some of the 7 resignation letters submitted by police staff, some claim that they were leaving the job because of the stress present within the work environment, and that the work area is very hostile, and that they will not allow themselves to be around that kind of atmosphere. So just find it a little suspicious that they want to resign after a newly elected black town manager has been elected. So now that county has basically no police officers, so they have to rely on their neighborhood county to respond to emergency calls, because supposedly this elected town manager has created a hostile environment. And another thing is they said that some of the officers said that they can't handle the stress. Well, if you can't handle the stress, then why are you a police officer? I'm just saying, y'all a little quiet over here. So if you can't handle the stress, then the job ain't meant for you. As a police officer. Fred Jones says, imagine forcing a bunch of bigots to resign because of the color of your skin. Exactly. Time. It's just sad to see, and it's kind of hard to believe that this one person is responsible for making the work environment hostile. But in reality, tensions and hostility can be kind of common in terms of police station. So, with that being said, I believe Lexi has our national days for today.
Yeah, I got you. So we can do inspirational message or national days. Your choice.
I think we should do the national days first.
So I'm pretty excited about today. It's so ooh, okay. You'll see why. So it's National Buffalo Soldiers Day. It's National Milk Chocolate Day. National Water Park Day. National Refreshment Day. Okay, see where I'm going here. National Chili Dog Day. And then, of course, for us too, National Intern Day. I'm gobsmacked. Look at it. Then tomorrow, I know we're not hitting tomorrow yet, or we won't be here tomorrow, but tomorrow will be National Chicken Wing Day, and I'm upset we have to miss it. But it's National Chicken Wing Day, and I'm going to catch my anointing. You best believe it. So, I hope you do too.
You can't go wrong with a good chicken wing.
You can't.
Can't go wrong with barbecue flavor either.
Them lemon pepper wings.
With my lemon peppers. What Rose saying? With my lemon pepper wings. So we also have a quick inspirational message. This is actually Lexi's idea, and it's to live in your power. So, Lexi, give us this powerful word that you have for us.
Of course. So as we were trying to come with something different, I found that not just today, but for the next typically month, that for Leos, it is July 23rd to August 22nd. So whoop whoop to all our Leos. Shout out to y'all. But they're a sign of power. And I was thinking power. What could power have to do with something? It just kept hitting me. And so I'm like, okay, let's just do it for an inspirational message. So it's live in your power. Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. And my dad always tells me at the beginning of the school year, put your name in I can. So I say, Lexi can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. And I want you to do the same with your name. And keep it just a remembrance in your head so it'll cover up that self-doubt and just get rid of it. Because it's common that we let our self-doubt be in the way of what God has to do for us in our greater, like we'll get in the way of our own path. And so don't let people's opinions or your own self-doubt get into your head. That'll only slow you down from reaching what God has for you. And because God is great, I know we all can be greater. So, Isaiah, what you got to hop off of that?
Listen, you hit it right on the nail with that. It can be tough some days when you feel like you can't keep going on, but you have to remind yourself that Philippians 4:13 says, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." So you have to tell yourself, "Hey, Isaiah, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you." You can do what others say you can't, because they're counting you out. But God's giving you the strength, the encouragement, the necessary things to keep going. And it's hard to it can be easy to lose sight of those things. But you gotta remember that you're one of God's warriors, and you have to encourage yourself during the test. So
God that's do anything you can't handle. So he says that. So you got it. Don't worry about it. Don't stress it.
Exactly. Don't stress about it, because God got you. God got your back. When times gets tough, call on God, man. He will answer. He will lift you up out of that rock in a hard place. So
If he's done it before, he can what?
He would do it again. Come on now.
Come on, somebody. Catch it.
So, y'all, it is time for the Throwback Thursday discussion. So, we got a few debate topics for y'all today. So, I'm just taking one more sip of this.
Stay in comments with us. We need y'all to be active for these questions, or it just can't go as smooth. So be with us. So we see y'all in the comments saying hey, hey, and our inspirational messages. So just stay with us. Hey, tell the young folks, Miss Kim Edmondson says, thank you. We gonna tell the word, spread it all around.
So let's start off with something intriguing. Let's start off with a good question. You know, we this is kind of 90s related, you know, late 80s. And it's all about who was the better artist. And this has been a question that has been asked over time of millennium. But who do you like better? Michael Jackson or Prince? Michael Jackson or Prince? You know, and you got to factor in different things. You know, both acted in movies. Both, you know, performed. Michael sung, Prince sung. You know, both of them danced, but Prince had a slight advantage when in terms of playing. So all they coming in. Mike Nicholson says Michael Jackson. Fred Jones says Prince. Deborah Johnson says MJ. Miss Sardinia says Michael Jackson. Miss Marian Jackson says Prince. Miss Anita says Michael Jackson. Kim Emerson says Prince all day, every day. Tracy Newman says Michael Jackson. Davia Stevenson says not the MJ Prince debate. It was the first question that came to my mind. So Latrice Jones says hands down Prince. He's a true artist because he was also a musician. I can see where she's coming from.
Yeah, I mean, Michael did this. Well, if you can't tell already, I'm a Michael stan all day, every day. So,
Come on now.
You know, Michael, he composed his music too. You know, I can't agree with Prince. He's a legend. He's a great, and we respect him. But yeah.
Listen, I give Prince all the respect he deserves. You know, Purple Rain. I Would Die for You. Purple Rain, the movie was good. You know, I give Prince his respect, but Michael just got too many hits. Plus, he carried his brothers. He literally carried his brothers in the Jackson 5.
He sure did.
And like his albums were just like perfect. Like there were no skips.
Always in the top 10s. Always.
Jeffrey Allen James says early Prince and middle MJ. Oh, okay. So you know he's even he's kind of torn on the two different variants. Kenny Stanley says Purple Rain.
Purple Rain. See, I can support you, but to an extent, because there's a calling. There's a calling. Catch it. There's a calling for me to go to MJ. Okay, my ministry is with MJ. Yours shall be with Prince, and you gonna go about your business as I shall do mine. So, MJ, I'm with you. Team Prince, respect y'all, but go about your business.
No. Rosanna Bivens says Michael Jackson. Mike Nicholson says Michael played instruments too. Yeah, because you know when Michael was a kid, he did play the drums and the tambourine. He also says listen to Thriller Deconstructed and you'll understand why he's the greatest. Kim Emerson says Prince didn't need any brothers.
And Michael proved the same thing when he got his solo. He got his solo out. So I mean, he didn't.
Because I don't know too many people who were bumping Tito and Randy and Jermaine, you know, but everybody else was bumping Janet and Michael.
Right.
You know, they were the soul, the heart, and so the backbone of the Jackson family. Miss Anita says, carry his brothers. That's a message right there. Listen, I'm just saying, Fred Jones says Tito carried the Jackson 5. No, sir. No, sir. Tito.
You
Tito.
know, Jermaine and Michael were always. I think Jermaine was just jealous. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he was just jealous. He didn't have the success, and he didn't have the voice that Michael had, and he wasn't able to.
He didn't have the range that Michael had.
Exactly, with his raspy daspy self, but we're not gonna talk about it. But you know, trying to shade people in your little shenanigan songs, that's not okay. Y'all think we don't know, but we know. And if you
Oh
don't
man.
know, now you know, player. But no, don't do that.
Mike Nicholson says Prince needed Morris Day, and Mike Nicholson also says Michael Jackson had white people fainting. Come on, man. Listen, I'm loving the conversation. So we got two more questions, and then we're gonna head out. Let's talk about some more in the '90s. Who was the better duo? I know this will be a lot of underrated questions and a lot of underrated groups around this time, but who do you think had the better longevity, Kid and Play or Crisscross? I'm gonna say Kid and Play because a lot of people still watch the House Party movies, and they really ain't making no music, but they still kind of relevant. Crisscross, they had Jump, of course, that was a banger, but after that, they really ain't do too much. Dr. Antoinette says neither. Wow. Mike Nicholson saying Kid and Play. Ken Emerson, definitely Kid and Play. Latrice Jones saying definitely Kid and Play. Mike Nicholson says I missed the bus. Is that a song by Crisscross or I'm gonna say I only. Of course they had Jump, but everybody's saying looks like Kid and Play won by a landslide. Jeffrey Allen James says for real, Crisscross jumped up and out the way.
The shade of it all.
Y'all are funny today, man.
I guess we on the agreement of Kid and Play.
Listen, and they had one of the cleanest dance moves of all time. You can't discourage that. They had one of the cleanest dance moves of all time. So yeah, Kid and Play easily takes that. So we got one more question before we head out of here. Lexi, I'm gonna let you ask this one.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna keep. I know it's Throwback Thursday, but maybe it's the music nerd in me once again. Who's the artist you've been most recently listening to that's from back then in the 80s, 70s, earlier 2000s? The most recent, I gotta go look at my list because I'm not, I listen to too much. But let's see here. Come on in the comments. Who you've been listening to?
So you said anyone from the 70s to the early 2000s?
Yep. Of course, there's your mother with Charlie Wilson.
Of course, Uncle Charlie can't.
Uncle Charlie can't go wrong with that.
I ain't gonna hold you. I've been listening to some LL Cool J, some Nas lately.
Okay, around the way, girl. We see you.
And then definitely listening to my Tupac. My Tupac.
My ambitions as a rider.
Listen, that's my favorite song by Tupac.
I pull up in school.
Ambitions as a rider.
Yeah.
Changes. Hold your head. Keep your head up. Hail Mary.
Yeah.
Pac has some bangers. Dr. Antoinette says Stevie Wonder and LL. Yeah, my favorite song by LL is I Need Love. It's just that instrumental is too clean. Like that instrumental on I Need Love is too clean.
I Deborah Johnson. When the Fire Fam is Deborah Johnson. Hey,
of course, got to give respect to the Tribe Called Quest on Heavy Rotation.
Yes,
Electric Relaxation.
Yeah, Mary J. Blige, just fine. That's my song.
What's that one song she had that I really? She had this one song I really. Share my world.
Oh yeah. Or
like that. That's a banger for real.
oh my
Share my world. By Mary J. Blige. Can't
yeah,
go
no,
wrong with
I'm
that.
trying to think of this other song. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be so upset if I can't think. Hold
Is
on.
it about Mary?
Mm-hmm. Ooh, I'm about to find it on this album. Hold on. Oh yeah. Oh, sweet thing. Don't
Yeah.
you know you're my everything? Yeah, that's my song.
Listen, that. Oh man, there was too many good like artists from back in the day. Like that's when music had, the emotion and like the storytelling. That's what
The real stuff.
Yeah, that's what new music is lacking nowadays. Wow, man. So with that being said, y'all, it has been a wonderful young people takeover. It has been our pleasure to bring you the news, bring you the discussions, bring you the inspirational messages. Me and Lexi are forever grateful for the love and support that you all have shown us. None of this would be possible without Miss Gail Dudley. So we just want to say thank you again for that. Also, be sure to vote if you are in Ohio for the midterm election coming up on August 2nd. And throughout the month of August, News and Motion will be on break, but we will have our encore videos. And we will be back with a new season of News and Motion on September 7th. So we can't thank y'all enough for all the love and support.
And I know just a little bit over time, but yeah, exactly what he said, what Isaiah said. And I see y'all in the comments, Shaka Khan, I'm everyone. That's my song. But anyways, yeah, I think I don't know. Do y'all like the Shaka Khan or Whitney Houston rendition better? I don't know. I'm not gonna say my opinion, but I'm gonna let y'all have that. But yes, absolutely. We're so honored and happy to be able to do this for Miss Gail Dudley, to be working with her and for her, and having this opportunity to let the new people, the new young people, come in and have a word or two about the news. So, as you know, we always keep it lit and hype, as we like to say. Don't do that at home. Adults, don't try to teach your kids say lit and hype. Don't do that. I see y'all. Stay in your business. Let us have our generational thing as you had yours a while ago, but we're not gonna talk about it. But anyway, yeah, we're so honored, grateful, thankful, and blessed. I've enjoyed working with Isaiah, my man, my friend. So, for life, for, a rider. So thank you guys so much for the support and love. I see y'all. Patricia Lyles said, Lexi and Isaiah, big thank you for keeping us in the news and enlightening my day. God is blessing you both. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're glad to be able to. But yes, absolutely. It's just an honor to be able to do what we do on a daily basis and have the opportunity to have a whole month dedicated to our young people. And hopefully you'll see us some more during the school year. It's in the works, so you better stay lookout. And watch out for Miss Gail's new book, Inspire, as we always talk about. Make sure you get it, her new devotional from all her inspirational messages from the last couple of years. It's over 365 days, and there's a ticket raffle for a $25 gift cards for gas, and however many books you order in your name is how many tickets will be put in your name. So if you get 10 books, you get 10 books in your name, and that means 10 chances to be able to win a $25 gift card. So with all that being said, back to Isaiah for our closeout. Thank you so much, and all the love and support. So we love you guys so much.
All I gotta say is we will see y'all in September with a new season of News and Motion. It has been the Young People Takeover. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. We're out.